Okay, another rant video time about the 7th anniversary and how it's not actually bad at all, and everyone is just over exaggerating basically everything related to it. Starting off with the characters and character choices for part 1. Ultra Instinct Sign Goku and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, who both transform, as well as their banner units, Caulifla and Kale, and also Kaba. First, let me just say this. Their models are amazing. Chef's kiss amazing. They are all most likely new models, and they look way better than the old ones in my opinion. For reference, this is how the old models look for the most recent UI Goku. Well, UI Sign Goku. And also, like, Ultra Instinct MUI Goku. And then here's the new Goku's models. This is definitely different and far better looking than both of those. Now for the actual character choice. I think these are some good characters to choose for the anniversary. They're next in line for hype right after fusions, and they are really cool themselves. The only genuine criticism I can see is that we already have both of these characters in the game, and while that isn't 100% true, I understand where it's coming from. But come on. Everyone was hoping and predicting that UI Goku would be in the anniversary, and now people have a problem with him headlining it? Doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. And Ultra Instinct Goku, and Ultra Instinct itself, is just pretty hype. One of the most hype things in Dragon Ball Super and the whole Dragon Ball franchise in general. So I don't get why people are suddenly switching up on that. Maybe from the meta and having to deal with UI Goku just standing perfectly still, but eh. Same goes for Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. He is definitely hype enough to headline an anniversary along with UI Goku. I don't mean he could be a character on his own. I mean he has to be with UI Goku to make an anniversary, like, headliner. Like, to really make sure he can headline an anniversary. I do think it would have been way cooler to get some kind of Legends Original UI Goku and Blue Evolved Vegeta tag character. Yeah, absolutely. That would have been sick. But that doesn't suddenly make these bad choices for an anniversary. Now, the thing I think happened was that everyone was doing the really stupid thing and expecting the headlining character to somehow be more hyped than a fusing Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Super Vegito, which introduced a whole new mechanic that they've only used for them in sort of Ultra Beast Gohan, but no, it's not exactly the same thing. Everyone was likely expecting a new mechanic to go along with these new characters, rather than UI Goku and Evolved Vegeta, but better and cooler and updated to be more modern, while also giving us something that we technically didn't even have in the game. The point is that they were never... They just weren't going to be able to beat the 6th anniversary. I'm just saying. And the argument of they wouldn't have done that for the 6th anniversary if they couldn't top it is really stupid and makes zero sense whatsoever. Anyways, on to the 1% Sparkings. Caulifla and Kale, as well as Kaba. First, let me say this really quickly. Hop off of Kaba. He's the best of the Universe 6 Saiyans, in my opinion. You're all just ridiculously negative and wanted something different, which I don't even know what that something different could have been. Anyways, you know what? They're good choices, in my opinion. Caulifla and Kale are characters that, yeah, we have in the game. But actually, fun fact, this is the first Super Saiyan 2 Kale that we have that's actually usable in Legends. So she hasn't actually been in the game yet. The same goes for Kaba. We didn't have any kind of Super Saiyan 2 Kaba in the game until this new transforming one. And they did really good with the representation for both. While these aren't the absolute best, most hype choices for 1% Sparkings, they are not by any means the worst choice for 1% Sparkings. Last year we got Shin, Evil Boo, another DBS Wrathful Broly, despite getting a free-to-play one literally earlier in the year. 5th anniversary gave us Kawe, or however you pronounce her name, and Casserole, and a Gohan with glasses. 4th anniversary gave us that Super Saiyan Vegeta that no one cared for. The 3rd gave us Nova and Ice Shenron as 1% sparking characters. And you're all saying that Caulifla and Kale, as well as Kaba, are bad choices for starters. They're all Saiyans, and people love Saiyans. Super Saiyan 2 is a cool transformation, and also Universe Rep needed the help. This is a tag that hasn't gotten anything new since the 2023 Legends Festival, by the way. A year and a half ago, with Ultra UI Sign Goku. And that's it. Universe Rep has been a dead tag, so choosing to do this for part 1 with only Universe Rep was actually a pretty good idea. A good thing to do for the variety of the game, even though people just will likely decide to just put things on the same exact team and blah. Instead of just doing fusions again, which I would have absolutely been fine with, or sagas from the movies, which again I would have absolutely been fine with, or Daima, which I would absolutely have hated. You probably get it by now. So as for character choices, I'd say they did good. This is a good start to the anniversary. Now, on to the animations. And the animations are beautiful. The animations on all of the characters are absolutely beautiful. Nothing looks to be reused. All the characters' animations have good fluidity, are expressive and look amazing. The lighting on the characters, the effects, the motions, all of it looks really nice. And also super cool. I mean, just look at UI Goku's LF animation. His blue card animation, his counters, his green card counter, his transformation animation, the after images on this character that weren't even necessary. Then Vegeta's blue card, his green card, his strike attacks, his LF animation, his transformation animation as well. Same with Kaba's animations, same with Caulifla and Kale's animations. Nothing but fluidity, personality, and nothing looks janky or awkward. The personality thing is especially for Kale and Caulifla. They really captured their dynamic, and I love that. The effects look really good as well, and super well done. The best part about the animations is that it's all new. Nothing is reused besides maybe a punch or a kick, but that's it. All the shots look dynamic as well. So in terms of animation, I'd say they did great. And that these are some of the best animated characters we have in the game. The quality is consistent, and there's nothing but good animation going on here. Another thing that could factor into people saying this anniversary starting off bad is the whole big update thing and people expecting to get something insane with that. And to that, I say just be patient. Part 2 of the big update is coming later during the anniversary, and there's a good chance that part 2 of the anniversary, or part 3, will use that stuff in the whole RAM update thing, whatever they're calling it. Now, I guess I should address the elephant in the room, the thing that everyone has probably been thinking about this whole entire time on what could have possibly ruined the hype for this anniversary. The leak. Now, I didn't know any of the characters that were leaked, thankfully. But I did know that there was a leak. Because people were talking about it over on Twitter, and that was the last thing I saw before muting the platform entirely. Based on my research after the reveal was done, I still don't know how it got leaked, but I know that it got leaked. It seems that, like tradition, UI Goku got leaked. Somehow, no idea how, but it got leaked. With Vegeta just being a casualty of this. Seeing the new characters early on must have made people expect more, or maybe even ruined everyone's hype for the upcoming reveal afterwards. Which is honestly really disappointing. Losing the hype for something like the 7th anniversary is not something that's a positive thing. And it sucks that it was leaked in the first place. However, let me get a little real for a second. And start talking from, I guess, my feelings on the leak. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Something I have to speak on, like, the whole spreading of the leak was just disappointing. Most disappointing thing I've ever seen the Legends community do on YouTube first, and then like Twitter and stuff. You know what I mean. Covering the leak and showing exactly what characters are involved with it and the thumbnails, in my opinion, is just kind of wrong. Not everyone saw it. At least from my research, it was a mistake by the Twitter account, and it was posted earlier than it should have been, and this spread very quickly. People making videos on the leak is fine, but the thumbnails for these videos and some of the titles that say exactly who the characters are just feel super, I don't know, inconsiderate to me. I'm all for people spreading information, warning about the leaks for anyone who hadn't seen it and is just checking out YouTube. But just imagine something you're really hyped for being ruined because you got a notification from a Legends YouTuber that shows you exactly what that new thing you're hyped for and how it completely kills your expectations and hype for something you would have wanted to see for the first time during the actual reveal live stream. I would have been upset if I didn't avoid the leaks. If I didn't know there was a leak and just wanted to check Twitter or YouTube for a second, only to be blasted with thumbnails of the upcoming anniversary characters and a title that's something like New UI Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta leaked, that would have killed all my hype for the anniversary. And it kind of seems like it did that for a lot of people. There were people on Twitter hoping that it wasn't just those two as headliners. There was going to be some kind of secret part to the part 1 of the anniversary, saying that the leak was intentional to throw everyone off and things that I could only properly call cope because that's just what it was. What was the most anticipated celebration of Legends history became the most uninteresting, non-hype whatsoever, boring celebration to so much of the community before the characters were even revealed yet. I get that it's a funny joke, haha, UI Goku got leaked again, but for a celebration as big as this one, could we not have just held back on making a video with a spoiler of a thumbnail like these? For the 7th anniversary, people were looking forward to this. To seeing the new characters, experiencing the hype for themselves, only to see a thumbnail or an image on Twitter, or someone saying exactly what the characters are in response to someone saying something got leaked. I actually had to tell my brother not to tell me who the leaked characters were since he already knew them. And I had to avoid looking at YouTube and Twitter and every social media platform imaginable for like about a week. This is not a good thing. And I hope it doesn't happen again. I feel bad for anyone that was hyped for the anniversary who had their hype squandered by the leak being spread around so much. I think that's all I have to say for now. Nothing else comes to mind other than those things, so I'll leave this little rant here. Feel free to comment down below with your thoughts on the start of the 7th anniversary and what you think of this video. I'm perfectly fine with anyone disagreeing with me, and I welcome it. Try to change my mind or inform me on things I got wrong. Feel free to say whatever you want about this video. If you agree with me, you can feel free to like the video and maybe even comment down below that you agree with me. Just be respectful, alright? Last time I did a little rant video, people were calling me stupid and dumb and just like really, really rude things, and I'm just like not really all that big of a fan of it. I mean, I'm fine with it. Words do not bother me at all, so you can call me whatever you want. I'm not gonna care. But still, be respectful towards, I guess, me, my intelligence, my amazingness, my awesome perspective on things. And also be respectful to each other. You know? Don't like, if someone disagrees with something you said, don't like attack them or anything. Just be good people. I'm taking that from Dead Meat. Be good people. Also, I don't know what's up with the Legends team and thinking they can do less for each celebration following the 6th anniversary, but I'm getting just about sick of that. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Until the next time I speak to the microphone, you hear my voice, or you're watching an old video, Overhex. What the? Who are you? I'm Overhex, but from the future. 2 weeks to be exact. Here to stop you from making the same mistake as me. I came back from the 3rd of June. After making that other video, I managed to change the minds of everyone who thought the anniversary was bad. However, it was at the cost of being cooked once the first week passed. They dropped the ball hard, and I was flamed for that. And you know what? They were right to do so, because after making that video, I experienced nothing but complete and utter boredom. Oh my god. This is easily the most dry any celebration has ever felt for me. I thought it was fine at first, with the units and the summoning and me getting them, but now I have nothing to work towards. All I can do is just save up CC for part 2, and that is so boring. You don't get it. I try to play PvP, but this meta is awful. Not only do I have to deal with Daima, yes, you're gonna have to deal with Daima, still, but also the most passive players of all time. And they're all using UI Goku as well. It's only going to get worse once Revival UI Goku gets his Zenkai later on tonight. I am not looking forward to that at all. Another portal? Hello, this is Future Overhex from the future. And yeah, Rev UI Goku Zenkai is the worst thing that the devil has... The devs, damn it. I called them the devil. I called them the devil because they're awful, okay? The devs, I hate them. This is the worst thing they've ever done. They just wait in the back for you to press any button, and then they hit you with a blue card that wipes away your entire health bar. It's painful. And I hate it. Wow. That does sound awful. Called it.
It's not that bad. At least we got our fusing Super Gogeta for part 2.
I'm Future Overhex from, you guessed it, the future. And yeah, you were right. But also, not really right. We got a fusing Super Gogeta, but not for part 1 like you thought with your little predictions video. Well, with our little predictions video. But for part 2. Oh, and also make sure to make that video on Legend Slender. It'll be pretty funny, trust me. Don't forget to make your videos. I'm telling this to you, Overhex, or young Overhex. The me that is not from the future of the present Overhex that I am currently trying to visit through this portal in his video. Time travel. It's confusing, alright? Anyways, Future Overhex from the future, out. Huh. First of all, I do not want to hear any me's from the future ever comment on the fact that I'm inconsistent with my upload schedule. That feels weird. But maybe we need to calm down. It's only part 1 after all. Yeah, you have a point there, past me. I guess we can give the anniversary a chance, especially if we're going to get a fusing Super Gogeta for part 2. Hopefully he counters Daima. Rev UI kind of does a good job at shutting down that big red ape. But it'll be nice to have a character that just completely stops that team. I guess we should end things here? Yeah, I need to get back to editing anyways. Oh yeah, editing. The video. Haven't even uploaded yet. Whoops. Of course I'm still inconsistent. Why am I not surprised? Of course the future me is still inconsistent as well. Until the next time I speak to the microphone, you hear my voice, you're watching an old video. Wait, would it be here, our voice? Our voice? Wait, no, we aren't going to be in another video together. We aren't going to be in another video together, right? Well, actually, I know we wouldn't be in another video unless it's further in my future. Whatever, it wouldn't make any sense. And plus, it's still my voice, no matter what changes. Still my voice, no matter what changes. Anyways, future Overhex from the future, out. Wait, so do I lose an eye 2 weeks from now or something? What's up with you wearing an eye patch? Huh? Oh, no. It's actually from a video you're gonna upload on your second channel. No spoilers. I still haven't even finished making it yet. Oh. Wait, then what's up with you? Oh. I just thought it'd be cool to wear 2 eye patches. That explains why the other me wasn't wearing one then.